For the year 2022, there were 7 electric cycle-related fatalities, and with a few instances already recorded this year, the government had moved to the National Assembly to implement new rules governing the use of electric cycles, also known as e-bikes. And following brief considerations, the National Assembly on Wednesday night passed amendments to the Motor Vehicles and Road Traffic Bill, which will see users of electric cycles being obligated to follow the same rules as motorcyclists, including the requirement to have relevant documents such as a valid registration. The bill was piloted by Minister of Home Affairs Robertson Ben, who said a very simple amendment is required to fill the gap in the law.
Indeed, we are now at the beginning of the wave in respect of the use of e-vehicles on the road, and particularly in Guyana, the peak is represented, the entrance is represented by electric motorcycles.
According to the explanatory memorandum, the purpose of the bill is to amend Section 2 to regulate the use of electric cycles. Clause 2 of the bill amends Section 2 of the Principal Act by inserting into the Act a definition of electric cycle. An electric cycle is defined to be any motorcycle that has an electric motor and is fitted with an effective stopping system controlled by the use of brakes, gears, or motor control. As an electric cycle is defined to be a motorcycle, all the specifications of a motorcycle as set out in the Act will also be applicable to an electric cycle. Additionally, the definition of motor vehicle is amended by expanding this definition to include electric cycle. Collectively, the two amendments will bring electric cycles under the same legislative regime as motorcycles. This means that the provisions of the Principal Act and any subsidiary legislation made under that act governing the registration and use of motorcycles will now be applicable to electric cycles. According to Ben, the intention of the amendment is to provide clarity and safety in terms of the language of the law in the event of the use of the word moto is challenged. And to address the increase in road accidents, Ben said further amendments may have to be made to the entire Act.
Mr. Speaker, we do indeed, and this is what the response is related to in respect of this amendment, have ongoing challenges requiring immediate responses in relation to the situation on our roads. We are, of course, continue to be concerned about the fact that the motorcyclists, too many of them, present the largest number of fatalities on the roads. We are just now going out again in support of the Guyana Police Force to increase the presence, the resorts, the sanctions, and to undertake those sanctions which are already in the laws in respect of improving safety on our roads.
Just a few months ago, the Motor Vehicles and Road Traffic Bill was amended to allow for drunk drivers to face increased jail time, permanent revocation of their driver license, motor manslaughter, and causing grievous bodily harm charges. The amendments also allow for a person's license to be temporarily suspended pending the outcome of the case and an increase in fines for the breach of traffic regulations. Reporting for the newsroom, Sharda Bacchus.